Hi, this is Ronnie, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm part of the 12 Days of Christmas hosted by Kathy Feigl, and it's to give you lots of inspiration, 12 days worth. And also, I already got some inspiration from this layout right here. It was sent in my email from Pinterest, and it is from Spellbinders, and they use their gingerbread tag die. Yeah. And I thought it was just so cute that I thought I am going to have to use that. Now, my granddaughter in the picture there to the left is holding a Christmas tree decorated that she decorated. But I was debating whether to use the tree or the gingerbread because those gingerbread are so cute. And I almost talked myself into doing the trees, and then I thought I could do 2 gingerbread and 3 trees and still get the gingerbread men in there. Well, they're going to be girls. I am getting some ink out, and it's tie-dye distress ink. And at first I thought I'd use that blender right there, but then I decided to use one of the makeup brushes, and I'm just going to ink the edges like they were actually in the oven and baked. Now, those 2 dyes have been a part of my scrappy tools forever. Yeah, they're almost part of the family. Literally. We have used them for tags, for little gift cards, you name it. We've used them for all kinds of stuff over the years. And they still work just like new. And I did not even buy them new. I bought them used off of eBay. So I definitely got my money's worth out of them. And I haven't never grown tired of either one of them. I still use them every year on something. And I am taking my Jelly Roll pen there, and there is little dotted lines on the gingerbread men on the hands and feet. And so I just went over the top of them with the white Jelly Roll pen so that it looked like icing on there. I thought about using the white Nouveau Drop on there, but I thought, well, it might be a little messy, and it's going to take longer to dry, so no, I didn't. And I am getting the smallest makeup brush that I have, and I'm going to put pink circles on the cheeks so their cheeks will look rosy. See, aren't they the cutest little things? And I'm not even done yet. Yeah, and I'm going to decorate the trees too. I'm going to leave parts of it out because it's repetitive, but yeah, I'm going to decorate all 5 of them, the whole things, because I'm not quite sure what'll be covered up and what won't when I go to put my layout together. I figure mostly the bottoms will be, but well, it's not going to take that long to do the whole thing, so I'm just going to do the whole things. And you see I've got both of them in pink there. Well, I'm going to die cut a couple of bows for their hair. And when I do that, I think I want one in teal and one in pink, because one side of the paper is pink and the other side teal. And so yeah, I'm going to tear out the paper on one of them and put teal there. And here I'm just making lines on my trees because I'm going to put the dots on there like lights with the Nouveau Drops. And I just grabbed the first 5 in the front of my cart. And I'm only going to use 4 of those 5. But yeah, I do have a few Hershey Kisses on them when they get done. So I just wait a little bit and take my poker tool thing and just push it down just a tiny bit so that it's not sticking up too high. And there I made a mess. I pulled instead of lift. I pulled across instead of lifting. And if you notice, one of the trees don't have any points there on the side each. I cut out the 4 out of my 12 by 12 paper, and I needed the 5th one, and I just used one of the cut-off pieces instead of getting another piece of 12 by 12 paper. But I was sure if I put that one in the middle that it was not going to show, that I would have that part hid by the picture and it would be all right. And here I'm putting the bows on, and I'm putting the teal one, and I'm showing it to you on the neck there just now, and that's to show you could put it like a bow tie and it'd be like a boy, or you can put it up there on their head and be like a girl with a bow in her hair. I picked out this star punch because it's kind of wonky, and I'm going to go ahead and use the same paper that I've been using for the stars on top. I looked for some yellow that I liked, but I didn't see any that I liked, so I decided I can go with pink and teal. And I think that's all I do to my trees and my little gingerbread man. So I am going to be starting on the layout as soon as I get these done. And those stars are a little bit on the tiny side. And I was kind of, see where I punched them, they were pretty far apart. I was kind of picky where I was getting them because I wanted another star within the star. And I'm going to back my photo with the pink and the teal. And I thought about using that paper that's around the edge of that wood grain paper, but I decided to go with the pink and teal instead. And that paper that's around the edge, Jennifer gave me that when I was recovering from back surgery. She sent me some awesome scrappy goodies. And yeah, it's close to my heart and it goes really well with that other collection that I've been using. Love, love, love it together. I had it stored separately and I happened to think, I think there's some Christmas in there. So I pulled it out this morning and yeah, I'm going to use it. That Mr. Huey's is called Rudolph. And so after I finish the layout and before I take the pictures, I'm going to sprinkle some white dilutions on there and it'll be mixed in with the red. And it kind of tones the red down because several of the drops landed on the red. But yeah, it's kind of red. I thought when I read Rudolph, I thought, I think I remember it not being too dark. But yeah, it's kind of dark. It done its job. But I'm fine with it. Like I said, I put the white on there and I am fine with it. I like it. I still like my page. Um, I am going to go ahead and put the gingerbread down, and then I'm going to put adhesive behind my picture and put it down. Then remember, of course, after I've done that, that I planned on putting a doily on here. The original layout did not have a doily, but I thought, oh, with those cute gingerbread, I have to have a doily on there. And I did put foam adhesive on the tops of the gingerbread and also on the top of my picture, but the bottom I just have plain adhesive. I've just got the top parts lifted up. And thank goodness it came up. And I am using wet glue to put it down, of course, because you never know when the ATG is going to tear it to pieces or not. And I picked out a bunch of different things that I liked in that little container I showed earlier. And they had different pieces on the original layout on each side of the picture. And I'm going to nestle them in there. And see, those ones there are from October afternoon from a long time ago. And I have never found a home on a page for them. And I thought, when am I going to find a home again? I can use it with this gingerbread layout. And the funny thing is, I'm putting them there. And the one on the left, I was wishing his head was turned the other way. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and use a snowman instead. And guess what? When I turn them over to put adhesive on there, the other side's the same thing. You could turn them the other way. They're made like that, and I did not know that, and I've had them a very long time. And I think they're adorable. But yeah, they're like Valentine's and Christmas cards that they had, years ago, like Victorian times maybe. I bought Christmas cards, and I'm pretty sure it said Victorian times, and there were recreations of them, and they looked a lot like these, so I do like them a lot. So I am glad they finally made it on a page. But I'd already decided I'd use a snowman, so I left him there. And that one is a cookie with icing on it that says bake. And it says something else, but I've covered it up and cannot read it. But I went ahead and put it on there because it was a cookie and it does say bake. And now I'm just adhering everything down. I stapled the vellum pieces to whatever they were laying on top of. And I like the staple in there. It adds texture to the layout. And something a little unexpected, if you're looking at it, to have a staple instead. And see the other side? Yeah. The other side is the same as the top side, only mirror image. And I am trying to arrange everything so the bottoms are pretty much straight across. And if I thought, I would have moved the snowman up higher and maybe put another present down there or something, so he'd be as high as the boy and girl are. But I didn't notice that till I was watching this playback here. And the pink side's not going to show on that little tree that I traced and cut out. I didn't want that bright of green, and it also was a shiny piece of green, and nothing else on this layout is shiny. And yeah, I just wanted something that was more matte like everything else on the layout. So since I traced the tree, it looks like a tree. And these are alphas that I got at Hobby Lobby, and they're going to be my title, and they just kind of put the title across everything on the original layout, and so that's what I'm going to do. And I put what, and then I put the A down lower. Then I walked away and came back to take the pictures, and the A kind of looked out of place to me, so I moved it up there with the what, so it's what a treat. But looking at it now, it looks fine. I don't know what I was thinking when I was looking at it. It looks all right. And I think, oh, I'm going to do that top little cluster, and then I'll be done with my layout. And I was looking for something to match, and that teal matches pretty good, and I knew I'd have to cut the top part off. And the stocking's cute, it's adorable, but I didn't really want that color of a stocking, so I will be bringing a red one in, and I'm going to add some foam tape behind it so that it's going to be up a little bit higher. And I'm also, I put something pink, some of that pink star paper behind the fa la la la, and I wanted to put vellum up there too because I have vellum in the bottom. So I took pink vellum and I punched a heart out, and I will be putting it behind there. So on the side I have way too much white up on the top of that tag, and so I'm going to cut a piece of doily, and I'm going to have plenty left over for the next layout, but I am going to make a little edge going through there, and I'm going to make sure I glue it down good because I don't want it to get raveled or torn. And I'm going to put that on there, but then I'm also going to be lucky enough to find a vintage looking little girl and her dog to put in that spot. Oh, first I had to put some vellum on there. And see me cutting around, that's how the others were, and I had cut them earlier so that I wouldn't have to do them when I did a layout. And this one, it was small, I must have missed it, it did not get cut. And so I'm cutting around it, and then I'm going to turn around and cut her little mitten hand off so that I can glue it on the label that there is there in the front, so it looks like she's got her hand up on the label. But you know, I might be the only one that even notices it, but I'm pointing it out to you all. But I think that's the last thing that I did to the layout. I think I'm done, and I'll be showing you close-ups. Yeah, that's it. But I want to thank Kathy again for inviting me to join in the 12 Days of Christmas. And there will be links below. And oh, all the inspiration. Awesome. I love to watch YouTube videos, and book process ones are my favorites. I will have close-ups. And yeah, see the white speckles, they are in there, so it's not showing up quite as much as it did. The red ones, I mean. And since I did it after my layout was done, it did get on some of my embellishments, but that's fine. I like that anyway. So yeah, I'm happier with the white on there. And if you leave a comment below, I'll be sure to respond. If you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. But thank you so much for watching, and have a happy scrappy week. Bye.